Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on The Flash Season 6 specifically, even though it sort of ties into the rest of DC TV. So since about 2 weeks ago, roughly, up to, well, just yesterday, that was when I posted my last video before this one, we as DC TV fans have been thinking about and discussing the shutting down of production for The Flash Season 6, as well as the current seasons of Batwoman and Supergirl due to the ongoing pandemic around the world. Now, as we should all know by now, hopefully, The Flash did go on break for a couple of weeks originally, set to come back over the next week on the 31st of March, but then that was delayed until April 7th. That was what was promoted in the promo for the next episode, but then that was delayed without an actual new date. However, new information has come out from Variety that lets us know not only when new episodes will start airing, and there is a really positive twist to all of that, which a lot of you will enjoy outside of the fact that episodes will be back. And along with this, we also have some clarity as to when the last couple of episodes will be filmed for this season, when they were aired, sorry. And I would advise trying to watch as much of this video as you can, because there is a decent amount of information to go over. But yeah, of course, throughout the video, be sure to let me know all of your various opinions and thoughts in the comment section down below. Yeah, just let me know what you're thinking down there. Get involved with the conversation. I'm interested to see what you guys have to say and when you think certain things might happen, because there is a couple of options. And of course, if you're going to enjoy the video and you're just excited from this news, why not drop a like on the video to show that support and excitement. Now, we will go over the Variety report or article, whatever you want to call it, on all of this. I will just read it out. Now, this does involve two other CW shows, that being Supernatural and Legacies. They're sort of in the same boat as The Flash, but it is sort of all intertwined. So I will just read the entire report, which also does include the new DC show Stargirl within it. So yeah, here it is. Supernatural fans are going to have to wait a while longer to find out how the show ends. Neither Supernatural, nor The Flash, nor Legacies will be able to finish their current seasons in the time frame that was originally planned. All three CW series were among hundreds that were forced to shut down production due to the illness, meaning that they were unable to complete shooting, and their season endings have now been pushed to an undetermined time later in 2020, according to a source close to the network. The March 26 episode of Legacies, which was the last to complete shooting before the shutdown, will be its final for a while, with sources saying that the plan is currently for the fantasy drama to return to finish season 2 once production resumes later this year. From April 16, Legacies will be replaced in the Thursday 9 PM time slot by In the Dark, whose season 2 premiere is being brought forward to fill the programming gap. On the Flash front, the DC show has enough episodes completed to last it through May 19. However, it too will then go on a hiatus, with the hope of returning to finish season 6 later in 2020. Replacing it in the Tuesday 8 PM time slot will be new drama Stargirl, which is shifting its premiere date up a week. Stargirl will now premiere one day after it debuts digitally on the DC Universe platform, as its digital debut also moves up by a week. Supernatural co-showrunner Andrew Dabb, what a last name, explained on Twitter earlier this week that the show had filmed through episode 18 of its 15th and final season, but that its visual effects and sound departments have closed because of the outbreak, so right now the episodes can't be finished. Starting March 30, episodes of Supernatural will be replaced by an original episode of Whose Line Is It Anyway in the 8 PM time slot, followed by a replay of the improv comedy show from 8:30 PM until 9 PM. The network is deciding to air every episode of every show that was able to be completed before the shutdown, according to sources, meaning that episodes will continue to air as usual over the next couple of weeks. Whew, so yeah, that was a bit of a mouthful. So yeah, just to start it off, from what we got from all of that, we're going to start with Stargirl. That has moved premiere dates for both services it is going to be airing on. So originally that was going to be premiering on the 11th of May on DC Universe, and then airing the day after on the 12th of May on the CW. But of course that's changed. It has moved back a week and will now premiere on the 18th of May on the DC Universe, and of course then the next day on the 19th of May on the CW. Stargirl will replace The Flash in its time slot. I think it will share that night with Legends of Tomorrow for a couple of weeks before Legends of Tomorrow wraps its current season. I think Legends might have an episode or two to go by that point. So yeah, look forward to Stargirl. Will be in the Flash's time slot. It looks great. Can't wait to watch that. But yeah, now let's move on to The Flash. So we will start with new episodes and when to expect them. So yeah, as that Variety article does say, and as we already sort of knew as well, it does have episodes completed, and that will have it run through to the May 19th. Now, when they say May 19th, they don't include May 19th as an episode date, which you should have been able to get from what was being said in that article. The last episode that will be for The Flash that they will have available will air on May 12th, and then Stargirl will take over the week after on May 19th. So for those that don't know, they have up to episode 20 done in regards to filming. Obviously, post-production has to be done on them, like, visual effects, sound, music, and just general editing. But nothing has to be filmed for those episodes now. We're just waiting on those last 2 episodes. It's just that all that post-production work has to be done. In regards to episodes that would be fully completed, probably up to like episode 17 that don't have to be touched anymore. But yeah, they have a couple of episodes to touch up before they air on TV. Now, due to all of that, if that would last them until May the 12th, that being the last day an episode available does air, we will start up again with new episodes of The Flash on April 14th. That's when episode 16 will air, just 1 week later than the original promo for that episode advertised. It said April 7th, we're getting on April 14th. Now, the major positive to take with all of this, which I was sort of alluding to earlier in the video, actually at the beginning of the video, is that episode 16 through to 20, which is 5 episodes, if all goes to plan like it's being said here, they will all air consecutively without a break in between. So there won't be like 2 episodes and a week break, then 2 episodes and a week break, and then that final episode being episode 20. They're going to air all in a row. So now we have something to look forward to starting in a couple of weeks until mid-May, which is pretty cool. But what about those remaining 2 episodes that are left to film? Well, let's explain what's actually going on there. So yeah, there are 2 episodes left to film, that being episode 21, and of course the finale, that being episode 22. Now, this is where things get fairly interesting. Legally, due to contracts, they actually have to film the rest of the season. They have to film those last 2 episodes, regardless of when that is. Whether it's in May or whether it's in December, they have to film those last 2 episodes because it's just a legal contract. So the hope for the show would be that they can fit the filming for those last 2 episodes in before they get into that territory where filming for the next season would begin, which usually is in July, but they could really make it maybe like August could be season 7 start dates, especially because of the bigger breaks the actors are getting at the moment. Like, the danger would be if we get into a situation where they can't return until, say, like August or even September for filming these last 2 episodes, and they need to fulfill the filming of those 2 episodes. That would put season 7 filming like extremely behind schedule, like arguably like 2, maybe going on 3 months behind schedule. If we do get to somewhere around like late June or early July, that area for them going back to filming these 2 episodes, I could see them going like straight into season 7 filming as soon as they finish those 2 final season 6 episodes. The cast and crew are having a break now during this issue, like the illness and the pandemic going around. And could potentially, by like the time they get back to that like potential June or July filming point, they would have had like a 3 or 4 month break. Sure, it's not the most, like, they couldn't go on holiday or anything, but it's still a break where they just got to relax, which is longer than what they would normally get between normal season breaks anyway. I think they get about a 2.5, 3 month break roughly. I guess the big question is, like, when they film these 2 episodes, when do they air? There's been a lot of talk that they could be like the first 2 episodes of next season or something, or they air them as like a special and then the week after they air season 7 or something like that. I personally think they will release it, as soon as possible after they film it. So as soon as they can get it done, post-production, all of that, and it looks good, they will air it on TV. And the main reason I think that way is because of the Blu-ray stuff, like Blu-ray sales and DVD sales for season 6. They would want to put those 2 episodes on the Blu-ray because they belong to that season. So usually the Blu-rays, I think they drop in like late August, early September. They usually drop about a month and a half before the new season starts. So they would want them ready by then. Even if like they honestly aired on TV like a couple of weeks before, and then they were able to be put on the Blu-ray and everything like that. They would be trying to aim for that, just because there is a lot of sales that come from that physical market with the Blu-rays, or even if like just buying the season on iTunes or something like that, or just the season going to Netflix and streaming services as well. So they would need to meet that. So I'd be surprised if they went the model where they aired it like a week before season 7 started. I think they try to get it out as soon as possible just to meet those like Blu-ray and even streaming stuff as well. But in regards to all of this, if we're looking at it in the most positive way possible, a May/June return to filming for these last 2 episodes is probably the best outcome possible. A July filming time is the most likely. I think a lot of people are saying July is probably the most likely time because a lot of other movie productions are aiming to start filming at like the end of June, leading into July. So July is probably the most likely filming time. But if you really want to put it in like a negative context or think in a very negative way, the worst outcome could be somewhere in like September. I'd say September. I know personally in Australia they aren't like expecting like big group activities, which like TV and movie filming, which will be included in. not to be up and running until September if things got worse over the next month or so. So I'd assume countries like Canada and even America would be in the same boat. But I think they're hoping for the best, and they sort of want to get the economy running in regards to that sector, in like the entertainment industry. So I don't think they'd really be holding back. As soon as they get a green light, they'd be rushing to that green light, trying to open the door and start filming again. But yeah, I'm looking forward to just seeing the episodes come out. At least we have a date as to when they're going to start airing again. And let's just hope they can get back to filming and finish off this season as soon as possible, and then get cracking on season 7 and the future season of all the other shows as well. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, guys, it would be awesome if you could drop a like on it to show support. Let me know all of your various opinions in the comments section down below. What do you think of this? When do you think they're going to start filming? You're just happy that we've got a date in regards to when episodes will be back, and that we're not going to have to wait in the middle of episodes either when they do come back. So yeah, let me know all of your various opinions down there in the comments. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.